What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, it's not our LCS content this time around. Yep, we're switching it up. We're gonna start a new series today. It's actually gonna be a lot more focused on me. If you know me, you know I've been grinding and practicing, playing with my own competitive team because I enjoy me some competitive Rocket League just as much as I enjoy watching pros compete in LCS. So yeah, today we're gonna go ahead and talk about my competitive journey, and we're gonna start a new series where we talk about it for weeks and weeks and the entire season. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. All right, so during the video, I'm gonna have some replays playing in the background. They're gonna be of two scrims. The first one is gonna be me, Biscuit, and After versus the team, one of the teams in the league. So let me go ahead and introduce the league we're actually playing. So the league is called United Rogue, and it's basically a league within Rocket League where you compete against other teams, and then the goal is to try to beat the team coming out the champion, the UR champion of the specific league. And there's a few it's a pretty unique league, lots of different it's meant for people of all skill range, and that's why it's split into multiple different tiers. There's 5 different tiers, and so it starts out in Linguini League LL, which is for the lowest. I believe it's like Plat, Diamond, and then goes next to FL, which is Fettuccine League, which I think is like Diamond to Low Champ, and then there's Mac, which is mid to high champ all the way to GC, I believe. And then there's NCS, which is about GC1 to GC3, somewhere around there. And then there's the top league, which is RB, which is GC3 plus all the way up to there's actually a there's a bubble player in RB, so that's there's a lot of good players up in there. But my specific team is in NCS, because unfortunately we are not good enough to be competing with bubble players, but we're still a solid team. So we're in the second highest league now, so there's some pretty good players all the way up to like 1800 level in our league. So I'm if you know me, I'm technically a little bit under skilled, but at the end of the day, that's not really what we're worried about. But so you're probably wondering a little bit more, wanting to know a little bit more about the league. So there's 32 teams in NCS, which, like I said, is the division we're in. So yeah, there's 32 teams. They're split into 2 different conferences, and I believe it's 8 teams from each conference move on to make the playoffs. So yeah, that's everyone's end goal, is to get to the playoffs. And yeah, so 8 teams from each conference, and then it goes from a 14 groups, to get down to 8 teams, and then those top 8 teams go a single bracket, and then the winner out of those is, at the end of the day, the champion of NCS. So that that is our goal as a team, is to reach NCS, and it's gonna be hard journey. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing to talk about. But yeah, every probably wondering about the roster. That was strange. We're probably wondering a little bit about the roster construction. So every team has 4 teams, or 4 players, should I say, 3 starters and a sub, but every player has to play about 6 games out of the 15 matches. So every team plays a 15 match schedule, which is just the 15 other teams in a conference. Since there's 16 teams, you play to 15 other, not including yourself. And then yeah, so I'm trying to think a little, so every team has 4 players within on their team, and then every player has a salary. The purpose of the salary is to make sure not like one team is not just getting super stacked with the best players and leaving them absolute, just to make it, just kind of make it fair, so you're not having like 3 1800s all on one team. You got to kind of spread it out. Obviously there's going to be some people who are undersalled and oversalled, which is where the variety, the variance kind of exists. It's why not every team is going to be on equal playing field, but it's pretty close. Typically the people gonna be, I believe 180 cells like the top end. 180 cells are going to be pretty close to the 1800 level, while 165, so it's gonna be pretty close to like a 1600 level. So I think it's meant to be pretty fair, and I think it does a decently good job of it. It's a rough touch, but yeah. So every team has salaries, which is to balance out. So that's why it's going to be a little bit tougher, because technically I am I fit under the idea of being slightly oversalled. But I guess I can go and introduce my team, which is made up of Biscuit, After, and one more player who we'll see in the next replay when we get to it. Oh, I don't want to introduce him yet, but yeah. So Biscuit and After, if you've been around the channel, they're two people I've been playing with for basically ages. And finally, after all this time, we are actually teaming all together in a league, which I'm really excited about. I've always wanted to team with After. I've teamed with Biscuit a few times, but I've never got to team with After. So this is the first time we're actually doing so, and so far, I really like this team. We've been practicing together ever since the first RLCS qualifier, so that was like January 10th. So at the point of recording this, that was almost 2 months ago. So we've been playing for about 2 months now, which is pretty long time, I guess, compared to some of these other teams. But when you're at a slight deficit of talent, practicing for a long time is definitely how you overcome. So our goal is definitely to be the most prepared team. That's what we want to strive for, is being that most prepared team. We want to come in with a game plan and stick to that game plan every time. We want to be very structured, and I think we are we've worked pretty hard to achieve that. But yeah, so we started in RLCS qualifiers, and our first 2 qualifiers went really well. Third one not so well, but that's okay. But yeah, our first 2 qualifiers went really well. And, we scrimmed for a while after that, and scrims actually went really well for a while too. So we were really, confident because of just how well everything had been going. But eventually there had to be some kind of, adversity, and it came after a little, about 2 weeks of scrimming. Our scrim results just like kind of tanked to the floor, and, it really kind of got to, I wouldn't say it got to us, but definitely, it was a little frustrating because our scrims just like kind of tanked. It took a really long time to get him back up. We just, we weren't scrimming well for, it took like a month or so. Where it just like poor scrims, just on, it was frustrating. But after a while, eventually we picked up our new teammate, and, we looked at the gameplay. We were looking at, hey, things are not going well, or we're getting frustrated. But every like scrim, we'd have like, 1 or 2 games where we just like beat the brakes off the opponent. We'd score win like 7-1 or something, and it was basically, like I said, it happened almost every scrim. So we saw the potential. We knew it was there. It came down to, hey, can we do this consistently? What it's going to take to not like just fall apart, every single scrim, because we obviously had the potential for beating teams, some of them pretty good teams. Like, we've beaten a 1900 team in RLCS. We beat another 1900 team in in a scrim. So we've been some good teams, and so we knew we were capable of being very good teams. So we just took some time. We've looked it over. We're like, hey, we looked at all the results. This is a really long game. I don't remember how we score, but we were looking at all the scrim results for a while, and eventually we finally we were like, all right, 6 shot. Let me go ahead and change over to the other replay real quick. Yeah, like I was talking about, yeah, we looked it over, and it kind of boiled down to, just like being a confidence issue. It was a lot of just like we weren't, playing our game all the time like we should have been. There were so many times where it's just like we got too scared to play our game, and we shied away from it, and because of that we kind of, fell flat. But like, the games that we were just playing exactly how we wanted to play, like I said, we beat teams so badly. So that's definitely something we took a look at. It was like, hey, we gotta stop, letting the nerves get to us. We gotta stop like letting, the fear of making a mistake get to us. We just have to play with, dead set confidence. And funny enough, if you kept up with RLCS, this was like right around when GK. This was like a week and a half ago, when GK just made their miracle run through, qualified to the major, 12-0 and beating, just absolutely smoking KC. And, we kind of like, we looked at them and we're like, hey, we just have to have that mentality that's like, it doesn't really matter what the results is. We just have to like, we have to play our game. We have to, just go out all out confidence. We have to stop giving a shit. Stop, treating our opponents with like unbeatable respect. We just have to play exactly how we want to play and stop letting players, control how we play. So we really, that's exactly what we started to do a lot better. It's definitely been a pretty good change, and it's been working. Our scrim results for the last like week and a half have been much better. The scrim like that you're watching, we 7-1'd. We've had some really good scrims. The scrim I showed you in the first one, I think we like, I don't remember how we did, but that was, the team we played in the first replay is like considered to be the best team in the league, by a few people. We've beaten some really good teams in scrims, so we're feeling really good about ourselves, going forward. It's just, oh wait, you missed. But yeah, I guess let's go ahead and good time to introduce our next teammate, which is Deadzy over here. Deadzy is technically the highest salary player and the best player on the team, and honestly, it has just been a joy to have Deadzy on the team. He's like, honestly, God, I don't think we could have gotten a better teammate. Going into the season, me and Biscuit and After, we sat down, we're like, hey, we're gonna be the hardest working team. We're gonna scrim constantly. We're gonna put in, a ton of hours to be, better than everyone else. Even if if we're not the best players, we're gonna be the most, organized team. And Deadzy was the perfect choice to be that fourth option because he just simply is, he's a hard worker. He likes to grind the game. He plays a lot of leagues. Oh, that's unfortunate. I remember this play. I kind of screwed Deadzy. I gave him a bad comm and ended up screwing him over. So but yeah, he's bought into exactly what I want to do, and he fits right in. He's been really the perfect option, and having a lot of fun playing with Deadzy. He's a great player too. Fantastic mechanics. I really have probably two of the most mechanical players in the league on my team, with After and Deadzy. They're just ridiculously good. They really just make the game. Oh my god. That was actually pretty good speed. But they really just make the game, so much more fun to watch because, or not watch, but play. They really bring out the best in me personally. And, that's kind of the goal because, like, at the end of the day, we're, a project team. A lot of people, that's what we view ourselves as a team. We're not going to come out right out the gate and be the best team in the league. We have a lot of work to do, but, on the trajectory we're going, we can be a top team. We have to keep grinding. We have to keep, making that improvement. It really, at the end of the day, comes down to me and Biscuit. We're the two kind of players who are slightly slightly outmatched, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. I'm not worried about that being a problem. I'm really not, because I know we grind the game a lot. We played the game a ton, so I'm not really worried about us being technically outmatched. At the end of the day, I think it's not a big problem because we're going to get better. We're going to get a lot better. That's like the difference between I feel like us and a lot of teams that we, like I said, we grind ridiculous amount. I think we're gonna be able to overcome, some of the issues we have, at the start, just because I think at the end we're gonna be probably one of the more developed teams. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel about this team. I'm feeling really good, really confident. I think we're gonna just, continue to be working hard. We're gonna continue to just grind scrims, grind ranked, all that good stuff. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm trying to think, what else am I missing? I guess I should probably go and talk about our opponent going into week one. Week one is only one match. Typically, every week we'll play 2 matches, but week one we only play 1. It's at the time of recording, this will be like 2 days from now, but I will, of course, put out a video on it. Next week I will kind of recap it. The match will be streamed. I don't know if it'll be on my channel, or we actually will be having an official team stream this season, which would be pretty awesome. If it's on the team stream, I'll link it. I'll drop a community post saying, hey, this is where it's at. If not, I will be streaming it on my channel, of course, as well as I'll probably stream the scrim leading to it. But yeah, our match is going to be against New Orleans, who is the team of Driptane, Flushi, and can't quite remember the last team player, but you'll see it on screen, which I know it's Driptane, Flushi, and Destiny. That's right. Yeah, I'll have a graphic up on screen that kind of shows it. But yeah, that's such a good shot. feeling good about myself. But yeah, so that's the team we're playing. We're feeling really confident about them. We scrimmed them recently, so we kind of have an idea of what to expect, and we're feeling pretty good about it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that first match. I don't know if I'll be playing. It's either going to be me or Biscuit. You know, we're at the end of the day, there's no it doesn't matter. Salary, you know, it doesn't really matter. It's just who is the better player leading up to the match. That's, you know, how we determine who's going to play. So, you know, we'll determine who's there. Whether or not I play, I will be streaming it. I will be, you know, I still will be making a video recapping it, because at the end of the day, it's my team, it's not just about me, it's about my team, you know, this series. But it's also, you know, the goal of the series is really to just like kind of, you know, inspire people to, you know, seek out competitive. I want to show like what, you know, a competitive like team looks like, what, you know, competing looks like, so people, you know, will, you know, try to maybe, or will be interested in competing in the future. You know, that's kind of how I see it, and that's kind of the goal with this series. So I really hope you are looking forward to, you know, the season as much as I am. I hope you're looking forward to the series. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be really really something. It's obviously different, but you know, if you've been around my channel for a while, especially like a year and a half ago, back when it was me, Noisy, and Biscuit, you know, that was like some really hype days, because we just, you know, we just loved competing so much. It was just, it always has been one of our favorite things to do, is just compete. And I think this will really be one of the most fun seasons of Rocket League I've played in competitive, because I get the team with 3 people who I just absolutely love playing with every day. I genuinely don't think there's anybody else I'd rather team with at this point. So I'm really looking forward to the season. But like I said, if y'all are, you know, excited as well, make sure to like and subscribe, turn on the notifications. I really don't think you're gonna want to miss any of this. I think you're gonna want to I really think you're gonna want to see the comms, you know, see the scrims, see the matches. But I think all of it's gonna be really fun to watch, and, you know, see how we actually progress as a team, because we're gonna be working hard, man. I promise. That's something we like to do. Is just, you know, we're very motivated people. You know, we're not trying. We want to be the best team, even if we're not right now. We're not going in expecting the best team. Our expectation is we're just going to continue to work and improve all the season. And you know, it just starts in scrims. It starts with our mentality. We have a good mentality. We have a good. We're feeling very confident after we've made some adjustments recently. So, you know, we're feeling really good. Just gotta continue to work at it, and I think, you know, we'll see how the matches go. Like I said, our expectation right now is not to be the best team out the gate. It's, you know, we'd love to, but really our expectation is let's just work on the little things to start. You know, let's be better every single match, and hopefully by the end of the season, you know, we'll be playing our best Rocket League. Which, you know, if we've made enough progress, maybe that is enough to be the best team in the league, but who knows? But, you know, that's why we work at it and we find out, you know. But anyways, I think that's gonna go ahead and be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure, like I said, of course I'll still be doing my RLCS content. I should have a video out soon with I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'll have a video out soon for power rankings. That's right. And then no RLCS watch parties for a little bit, not until the major, which is I think the last weekend of March. A little bit to go until the major. But we also, like I said, have more RLCS content, you know, coming out soon. I also have a new series that I've been working on behind the scenes coming out that's not even Rocket League related. That might come as a shocker. You might, you know, a non-Rocket League related series. Yeah, that you know, so that might be a little interesting if you are not only here for the Rocket League and you want to see some other games. So be on the lookout for that. But anyways, I think that's going to be it for this video, and I'll see y'all next time. Take care.